how to upload your course into your into your website. Okay, so you are already familiar with WooCommerce. WooCommerce is used for uploading your digital products or possibly physical products. That's WooCommerce. But the process is a bit different from WooCommerce. The process of uploading your course is a bit different from that of WooCommerce. So we won't be using WooCommerce to upload. We will only be using WooCommerce to link the course so that they can make payments. I'll tell you the reason why later. So quickly, to actually the step to adding your course is a bit long, so I'm trying to make sure it is summarized. So I'll be skipping some steps and I'll be using some shortcuts. Don't worry, you understand. So from your dashboard to upload your course, what you need to do is come to LearnDash. LearnDash is the plugin we'll be using for our course. LearnDash LMS. LMS means Learning Management System. So it's a Learning Management System plugin. So from LearnDash LMS, click on courses. And please, before you can start uploading your course, make sure you've prepared all the things needed. That is the video, the write-up, the title, the description for each lesson, the quiz if there's any, and if there's going to be any topic under each lesson, prepare that. But most likely you don't need to add topic, just the course and the lesson. So from here you just come here. Then once you click on the courses, you either click on create from video playlist or you click on add. If you click create from video playlist, you have option to upload through a link. Most time this is applicable for YouTube videos, that's playlists you've created on YouTube. But since we are not created from YouTube, we want to upload into our website, click on add new. So when you click on add new, you have option the normal way you used to upload your your product, but a bit different. So you have access to your course title. You can type let's call it how to cook bag leather. So that's our course. So from these are options you're already familiar with anyway, from your normal WordPress posts options. So you can add a featured image if you want. The featured image will be the image that will come up when they open the course, or when they click on the particular course, or even before clicking, it will show as if a thumbnail, yes, for that particular course. Anyway, so let's use okay. Let me see. Let's use this. So our featured image is there. Then you can decide to choose a category. Choose a course category. Let's call it, if the category you want is done, then you can always add new course category. But let's call it bag making, just for example. Okay, so you can add a quick description about the course. You will learn how to cook bag. It could be more than this. This is just a sample, you know? So from there, once we are done with this page, there's nothing actually to type. This is just the main course page. We'll still be adding lessons and the rest. So come to builder. Now under builder, you can now start adding new lessons and quizzes. Now let's add our lesson. You click on new lesson. Don't forget, you must have prepared this from your worksheet, probably a specimen on your workbook, so that it won't take time. Okay, let's call the first lesson now. Let's say lesson 1. I don't know how you want to prepare, but I'm just using this as an example. Okay, so lesson 1, bag. Let's call it bag cooking. That's our lesson. So let's add another one. Lesson 2, bag frying. Okay. Anyhow you want it to be. So this is how I want mine to be, and this is exactly how it will appear. So let's say bag. Okay, lesson 3, bag start serving. So under each lesson, after creating the lessons, though we will still edit the lesson, but after creating one, you need to finish this page first before you move to the other section. So from other lesson, you can then add new topic, but most times this is not always needed. So you can just, because the information or the video they need can be directly under lesson, so there's no need to add topic again. It will be too lengthy for your customers or people that will purchase the course. So if you want each lesson to have quiz, you can start adding quiz. If you don't want it, if you want the whole course to have quiz, then you can come and add quiz under it. That's the final quiz. So, but let's assume for each class, I want each class to have a quiz. So you click on add quiz. Let's call it quiz. Let's call it lesson test 1. So I'm just using this as an example. So that will be all. Then if you want these two to have quiz, you just come to this arrow and the rest. But if it is all, I mean the whole course itself, you come here to add quiz. So mind you, we've not added any parameters for these things. We just added the options. There won't be any how will I put it? There won't be any content for them for now because we've not added any content. Then from here, pen this for now. We'll still come back to it. Go to the settings. Since unless you still have more other things to add, then you can start adding. But for now, we don't have any other things to add. The next thing is for us to start editing the lesson. That's adding the video. The next thing is to add questions for the quiz that we added and the rest. But if you click that now, it will redirect us to another page. That's why I don't want us to leave. So I want us to finish this page first before we go to that. So come to settings now. Open access mode. That's how do you want the access to this course to be? Open means the course is not protected. Any user can access this course. That's any user that just comes to your website can access it. Free. That's any user that is registered on your website will be able to access it for free. But anybody that's not registered will not be able to access it. Buy now. Now this buy now is for, LearnDash actually has an inbuilt payment option, and the inbuilt payment option only accepts Stripe and PayPal. But because we'll be dealing with Nigerian customers and international customers, of which they can't use PayPal. Nigerian customers cannot use PayPal. So it is better for us to use an option that will allow both PayPal and that will also allow Nigerian payment gateways. Now this time around, I'm dealing with FlutterWave. We can actually use any other payment gateways too, but so that is the reason why WooCommerce will now come in place. Please be taking it step by step. It's quite complicated, but it's very simple. So if you click on this buy now, it will only link. You can see because it's protected via the LearnDash bits in PayPal and or Stripe. So we can't go for this because we are dealing with Nigerian and international customers. So recurring is this one also allows PayPal and Stripe. So we can't go for this also. Closed. Now the course can only be accessed through admin enrollment manual, group enrollment, or integration shopping ahead. Now this is what we need. So we want to integrate a shopping cart or membership. So this time around now, since I said we are using WooCommerce, you click on closed. Closed. Now cost price, let's call it $10. The currency has already been placed to be USD. That is why you see on the cost page that it is in USD. So once you just type 10, don't worry, USD will be added to it. So 10 USD. Now button URL. This button URL now is where they click so that they can buy the course. That will redirect them to WooCommerce for them to buy the course. So we don't have the button URL yet. Pend that. You see, we are pending two things now. We are pending that of the lesson. We are pending that of the quiz. We are pending this button URL now. So other options, these are just simple things, just depending on your specification. So if you want the course to be a prerequisite, that is, they must have finished one particular course before they can take this course. So you click that option. If you want to give course points, course access expiration. That's if you want the course to expire at a particular period, that after a particular period they won't have access to it, you can click that and you'll be able to enter it. So course material, you want the course to have material, that's pictures, PDF files, write up, write up and the rest. So you can click this. Now this course material, this is where you start adding. If you click on this, you'll be able to add media, that the pictures you want to add, write up, other write up you want to write. Then course certificates. When you click this, there's no certificate on this website yet, but I will still design the certificate. Okay, I'll still design the certificate anyway. You click on the certificate. This is just a demo anyway. So you click on any certificate. There will be options for certificates. So when you click on that, they will be able to get a certificate after the whole stuff, after the whole course. So challenge exam show. If you want exam to be there, you must have entered the exam. I'll show you where you can enter it, but there's no exam on this yet. So since there's just quiz, you can always leave this one too. But if you want exam to be there, no problem, you can add it. So course content, do you want course content to be visible even when they've not made payments? You can make it visible, you can make it visible to people that have enrolled, people that have made payments. So this pagination, leave it please, don't tamper with it. So course progression is, you already know what progression is now. The level at which they've completed the course. You want it to be linear or a free form. Linear is, don't leave these ones. The ones I've adjusted, leave this section too. This is, unless you want to give the course to a particular user, you can then click and move the person to the other section here. But most likely you might not need that. So I think these are all the things in this. Okay, if you want a short description, course duration, you want them to know the duration of the course, you can type it here. Okay, it's for 4 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes. It's not always necessary, it's not always important. So anyway, if you just want it to be there. So if you want to enable a video preview, you click it and add link to that video, but we don't have a video preview yet. So that's that. So after all this, don't forget, please don't forget, we are still coming back to this, and we are still coming back to this option. So once we've done all these 3 options, just click publish, so that we will not lose this content, because we'll be moving to another page soon. Okay, so now the next thing is to edit the lesson and the the quiz. So I've clicked on edit for lesson 1 now. So lesson 1 is about backhooking, so you can write a short description. Let me copy a placeholder so that to be easy for us. So let's assume this is our short description. So short description, then you can add video to the course here. So you can either upload your video directly with the normal normal media, but I installed a plugin called Vimeo. So Vimeo is what you use to upload your video, so that it will be easy and it will be more secured. So click on Vimeo. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Let's use the normal. Okay. Click video. So you click on video, then you can upload your video. If your video is on your system, upload it from there. But I think I have some videos already in the media story, so just let me choose this one. Okay. So when you click on it, it should automatically embed on the what's it called? So now the video for this particular course now is already on the lesson. that lesson 1 back. Okay, so whatever the video is will automatically display. Then you update. Hold on, let it come up. Then you update. Yeah, update. So once that is updated, you can decide to add a featured image too, but most times it's not needed. Just leave that. So we are done with lesson 1. Then now you move to lesson 2. Let's edit lesson 2. If there are any other things you still want to add, just look at the interface, just add them. And if there's anything you don't understand, you can always ask. So for this, let's add another one. Okay. Another video. Let's use this and update. I want us to be very fast with it, that's why, so that we can capture it in a more summarized video. Okay, so this is updated too. Now the next thing is so we are done with that. I don't have any other video, so I will have done that of lesson 3, but let's just forget about that for now. We'll be dealing with lesson 1 and lesson 2. So the next thing is to come to quizzes. Don't forget, we created a quiz under lesson 1 the other time. So what was the name of the quiz? I think this is it. No. Okay. Let's see. Can't even remember the name of that quiz. Okay, I think this is it. How to cook bag leather. Yes, this is it. So you click on edit as usual. Click on edit. Builder. Now you can now add your question. How do you cook a bag? So add question. Then you click under the arrow underneath that question. Then you can decide to add answer. So, by boiling. So this is the correct one. So add answer. You can decide, we are creating options now. So you can also add new by frying. Add more options. Okay, let's just use these 2 options. By boiling and by frying. Don't forget. So, but by boiling is the correct one, so you click on this. So once you click that, then you update. You can still add new questions. Don't forget, you can add new questions. So I'm just using this as an example. I hope you understand. So when that is done, now the next thing, I said we abandoned 2 things the other time. We abandoned the lesson and the quiz part. We also abandoned the payment part. So now we are done with the lesson and the quiz. We fixed what we need to fix. Now the next thing is now the payment part. Now you now come to product. The normal way you used to add your product on WooCommerce. Click on add new. Click on add new product. Okay, now let's call it. You can decide to most time the best way is to name your product the exact name of your course. Okay, the exact name of your course. So what's the name of our course again? Let me see. I've forgotten the name of our course, so let me try and see. Let me just copy it down, Okay. How to cook So just paste it here. You can use any name for you to be able to identify, but most times it's better to use the exact name so that you'll be able to identify it properly and know the price. So the usual way is to use WooCommerce. Type a description if you want. You can whatever description you type here is what will appear on the WooCommerce on the first page of WooCommerce. Just the way you used to use WooCommerce now. So let's use a place order. Okay, so these ones are not actually necessary. All you will need is the link anyway. So once you've entered all you need to enter, come to the product data. Here you will now click course. Our price is, how much did you call the course again? Okay, I think it was $20. I can't remember, but you enter the price we entered the other time. Don't worry, we can easily change it anytime to normal WooCommerce way. Okay, so you enter the price. If you want what's it called, discount, you will enter discount here too. Now once that is done, click on publish. If you want to add image, product image, you can enter the image, but all these ones are not okay. You can actually add the image so that it will be more presentable. So now what we need from this WooCommerce is a link. You will remember the other time the what's it called, the closed option of our course was requesting for a button URL. So this is the URL we need, link. So just highlight it and copy it, or you view then copy from your URL tab at the top of your browser. So once you open anyway, this link is still the same thing as if you view the product. So copy the link. Now come back to your course. Come back to the course. This is the course, right? Now you can either edit then go to builder, but since we are going to builder, just click go to builder straight. So that's okay. We use $20, right? So probably edit this one back to 20 if it is not. So then click on settings. Okay, so it was $10. So let's change it to $20, or you go back to WooCommerce and change to $10. Anyone. So now you see this button URL. That is where we paste the URL we copied. Paste, then update. That is all. That is all. So let's check. Let's check. So I'm refreshing the page now. Fresh. Yeah, this is it. $20. You can see. This $20 now is appearing here because we entered 20 here. If we enter 10 here, automatically it will be 10. But when you this $20 is for the learndash option, this particular option here. Now let's click on take course. Let's see how it looks like. So because it was closed, nobody can actually use this course. Nobody can have access to this course unless they make payment. You can see the lessons we added. So you can see they said you don't currently have access to this content. That's because we've not made payments. Look at the quiz we added under this particular lesson. You can see even the videos are not visible. So let me see if I can get a test card so that you can make payments and see how it looks like. Let me see. I've not linked the PayPal yet anyway, so we'll be dealing with that of Litaway for now. Can't find these test cards. I think it should be yes. So these are our test cards. Okay, let me see. Let's use it to try and make payments. The filter is still in test mode anyway, so we can use test card. Not that anybody can just use test card to make payments. No. once we make it live, once we make the payment gateway live, the test card will not work. So I purposely used a test mode for the payment gateway so that we can test. So click on the customer will click on take this course. You can see it redirected us back to that WooCommerce. You can see this is how WooCommerce used to look like, right? So it redirected us to WooCommerce. So this price there now on WooCommerce is the price we entered on that WooCommerce page, on the product page, not this one here. So if this one is 10 and the WooCommerce is 20, definitely you'll be seeing 20 and you'll be seeing 10 on the main page. That is why it is good for you to be uniform. Make sure the prices are the same so it won't look somehow to the customer. Okay, so click on add to cart. They will add to cart. Normally it would have been PayPal, so that they will just go to PayPal directly, but because we are dealing with two payment gateways, or yes, for Nigerian and international clients, so that's why it is like this. If they want to switch currency, definitely you switch currency. Okay, let me switch currency. So this is the amount. Okay, so we enter the customer will enter their details if they are not logged in already, or if they don't have an account, they enter their details, or they will be asked to register. They register, but because I'm on the admin page, that is why it's not giving option to register. So they register, then they'll be able to choose. I will say add that of PayPal, but this because the only payment gateway we have is Flutterwave, which is this. That is why we are having only this. So they click on place order. After they must have entered their information, place order, then make payment. Okay, so let's get test card. Let's see. Okay. No, okay. I think I still have these details. So OTP, it's just working as if it's a normal bank. So requesting for OTP. I think the OTP is 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. So once it is successful, once the payment is successful, it will automatically redirect to thank you, your order has been received. So now let's check if we have access to that course now. It's not showing enrolled. Okay, we made a very, 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 very serious mistake. We made a mistake. Okay, you see, when we enter, let me quickly explain. When we entered on the WooCommerce page, the product page on WooCommerce, when we entered the price and we chose course for product type, we forgot to assign that WooCommerce to a particular course. We only copied the link and went to paste. So let me quickly show what I'm trying to say. Okay, so on your WooCommerce, okay, let's go back to our WooCommerce page. Okay, I'm going back to the normal. Okay, now, so under products, just come to all products. We want to edit that product we did the other time. So sorry. I made a very serious mistake. I was trying to rush it, so I forgot. Okay, click on edit. Click on edit. This is what I'm saying. You know, here we only enter the price, we chose course as product data, but we did not assign the product. So we assign a particular product. Now, which product is it? Which course it is? How to cook bag leather. So assign that. I think it's really that. Then click on update. Yeah, that is why it is important to always check these things one after the other. The ones that are needed, you should enter them. Okay, so let's try it now. We've updated, right? So let's I'm refreshing the page. Let's try it now and see. So take course. We are using a test card again. So just let's see. Okay. Please order. Okay, make payment. I think I already have details on my card. Yeah. So let's use that 10,000. Please order. Proceed. Our OTP is 12345. Successful. So let's redirect and let's see if we are enrolled. Okay. Perfect. You can see. So please take note of that. Once you get to the product page, make sure. I hope you'll be able to merge this video together. Okay, so make sure you assign a cost to that particular product. So automatically it will be. If you don't, the payment will be successful on the customer's end, but they won't be enrolled. So you'll be the